49 minutes after 7, the high Kessben 92.9. Na memfasi dani biba mabua for anopei.
Ondom sesremusi anansimuno mfwe. Nansimuno mfwe.
Mamina ama Ghana rice for ase anopei wo madaro mampacha wo mabua yepa. Na ama Ghana rice there eno eye Ghana moa eye papa e wo dwaman so. Se ye din komo anopei mpacha wo pe rice a ekita the natural taste na yemfa bibia no emfremo macho ekita the natural flavor of pepper enchi anopay say wudi ama Ghana rice you are rest assured say woni pedua no apomodin sem nyina no ebetimi atoto ye Ghana mo yedua wo Ghana ha ya so ho ne ya packaging neat e wo my Ghana mo enchi anopay Uyo be a pretty restaurant, uyo be a no aduane etonwa. But aduane be a uye be a no ube here ama Ghana rice. Say a rice ball, say a fried rice, say a jollof rice, say a anwamo. But uye be a no ma ama Ghana rice no emewo ewo feel. Na ebebo uye pa. Enchi arope. When it Jehonso say ubetuna to do mo na watimi aton bidia anope become a wholesaler by speaking to us na yebejo so na yeni wedi enkomo pa ama Ghana rice ye e wo dwaman so baby a pacho supermarket ahodo ni nyina no eton bi malls ahodo ni nyina no eton bi open do mo tu anope woni ye eni nkomo e won kran ha ye wo La Paz adjacent the Eco Bank please contain an inchen hwa for ye on 0537 0537 029 464 0537 029 464 and after 0207 676197 0207 676197 na when ama Ghana rice in Komano pay
kakamyampo amwasi anansio
Namena Obatampa Prostate Center for Assay and Ope we Bema 40 years and above, but your prostate related challenges are ben na the obeying no and it's a check your prostate na afe wo how be e wo ho bia no bra Obatampa Prostate Center for Assay wo mo ebetu ni nyina no ase e dia we Bema mpacho edru baby na wo Johnson na akwakoye difficult e dia ma edru baby unya tinka se ebi aka Johnson ni nyina no entimi aba no pay pacho and the challenges ana e de bebro na wo difficulty in urination and pay as I said when your Obatampa Prostate Center for edin it's an prostate no airborne coco afi we obi adra wo be Johnson pray bebre ansa na de ache ni nyina no eyo how prostate no etime edeba Obatampa Prostate Center for other roba pacho wo mo be yi ni nyina no e de free ede abmao enu ti bra fifi prat last stop e wo kaso anyanya no na woni emedi nkomo emfe anope prostate related challenges nyina ibetu ni nyina se prekompe ede amao ma ahoto any asomdwe so etime aba pacho free on 0553 800-678 0553-800-678 na wone Obatampa Prostate Center for any command pay pacho wo mo beje so na wo mo tu how nyina no ase ede about na mena Eclipse Electoral management for ase se ye kasa no pay Eclipse environment pacho or how bia wo about a year alone na wo pese wo secure na facility no acquire den say approval ebetumi aba simple no and say pacho uni collateral wo dey gisa sika no ye evaluation of eniema wo dey aba no a eni sika no pacho enkope eno nti anope ama akwakoye den e dey ama Eclipse say oyisa wo how ni nyina no e dey free wo so obe assist with collateral na etumi aboa ma finances a wo share nim say obenya support from your bank no ni nyina no etibi awie peye eno eche no oye obi a oye property owner pacho why documentation no the necessary ones ni nyina no e de ato agapade ne so a anopai eclipse se me mo wa mane ye sa document a wa ye no womo e de be ye adwuma na afi womo to a commission e wo ho na eni gesem no ene se at any point in time a wo hia o documentation about your property no womo esanso e de wade e de ba wabra oha obia no emba ho kra pacho womo nam sa kwan yi so aboa nipa bebre enti anopai fa wo ho hye eye eclipse collateral management for dwumadi a womo edimu na ebeboa wo ye se opromo kira kwan a womo won kran ha Adenta New Site, Abakan Street, Eho Ana Obeho Mofra Womo on 0266 999020, 0266 999020, and after 0302 551877, 0302 551877. Now, when the Eclipse Collateral Management for any command or pay, now one more Ebe Joseph.
Kessben. Kessben.
Church industries for that room, but one more the product I hold opinano and a dear bedjama so I don't pay Chocho Herbal Fresh, Chocho hair food that would drama so Chocho hand and foot cream, ever hot Chocho bar, but I am not what pains, would depend what posso, I am a teacher say, okay, Jumana be drufia. I am not what say yaw, I don't pay Chocho bar, no, only between you giant a hood in a baby, I would say yaw, and our pain so hobiano, a Chocho bar. And SSA with the treaty na a take you and a real review of the pain na a bow mount so what me and to what you must say would see you'll be a BP how I dream pa Wako Hospital pain bebre na wokwa abrofu drone ye de ma pacho anopai chocho ede eye chocho BPT ede aba we yem first tree animal emfra obennom te se de wo no wuti anopa na ebeboa regulate o blood no ama pressure ni nyina no etimi abafo afi ebetu ase krakra nso ede ama na etimi ede ahoto ede abro anopai ma wonsa enka chocho product nyina na ebeboa wo ye pa Chocho antibacterial soap no ewo Chocho white tea nyina nso ewo oyo ba pacho so mi ebesu ubo wonsa na wote ya opa Chocho white tea no pacho no bia ebeboa wo ye eyisa problems nyina no e de afri adopai ba wonsa nkami womo ewo spices ahodo a nyina no eye naturally herbal 100% a yemfa bibia no emfa frame Chocho tea Chocho shampoo nyina no ekita eye vitamins ahodo ampacho onumbi na wode eye shampoo no any conditioner no esiesie wuti a eboa ma otirim no efuye etitio no ema no enti adopai ma wonsa enti me enka ochocho product ahodo nyina na ebeboa wo ye pacho se wutie me na wo nkran ha shop bi abekom bia chocho product no ebusu wo baby a oko supermarket malls ahodo ni nyina no etonbi eno eche no pese oni ye diga o pese ye tudo dodo mu ma na woton bi dia anopa obetimi ene ye di nkomo ewo suhu na eho ana obehu ye na afi woni industry no edi enkomo freyen on 0551 815388 0551 and after 02447 02447 27348 02447 27348 na when it chocho any come for 0504 0504 555535 0504 555535 na when the chocho industry ending command pay resetting agenda of the country as we speak this morning no and the final batch of ministerial nominations president Eddie Eno Abba enti anope will go through it for you na what me who is going where made him say oh be that but for the betterment of education and information sake no yebesa nso akobubie na yetimi Eddie enkomo ewo ho eno achi no parliament ended the first batch of approval of the ministerial nominees list no womo di aba womo I go through vetting so far no Parliament etimi agi womu nyina no atum. The appointments committee omo first report womu generating nyina no anope yene ebedi ho enkomo. And then to a far extent in the last 15 days in office of President Mahama, what has been the achievement so far? We'll talk about it, and then we'll look at the substantive appointment especially for those that one more Ekwako survey as chief executive. Now afi yetimi attract the numbers so far. Remember, say Omampenyi Mahama promise say what the 60 ministers ana ede ebeye juma. Now the concerns are that so far appointment are we seeing, or are we climbing closer to making the 60 mark? And I say there's a possibility say a bit me atra and ebe broswa na ni nyina yenkoma anope yebetumi ahave. Don't forget, say deputy ministerial nominations ni nyina no emaye. But we wait to see the outcome of that from now. Ekwakosi Friday. Na yetimi ye ebekwakosi. Just tell us and then share with us your thoughts and views on the latest development ekoso in the country. Numbers ni 0550567929 0550567929. And no any numbers are no pay yede eye juma in the studio. And just let us know or concerns no na yebeje na yakenkan ni nyina Eddie amount. Dr. Ramsey Enosa, a senior member of the communication team for Movement for Change, Anope Watsanasi. Titi Katino is a member of the NDC. He'll be joining us shortly. Na Afeyawa Mohammed and so Atnase. Na Anope Yene and paying for me and Sa Etime Eddie Nkomo. Me need a Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker. I'm highly grateful, Sir Anope, for making time with us. Sir Oshe DSTV so. This is channel 364 Kessben and Afego TV channel 121 Kessben on digital TV Unya live on Aseda TV and Anope. We are highly grateful. Around the world we are live on our live streams and what in social media handles Ninano Eso. But as it said, Anope what join here. But first off, let's deal with the list of the final batch of nomination and the presidency etimi edebetudra na afeyentoa so eni enkomo emfri ho. Now in your short no eno anda wo hu say but the aba no peya no maminkan eno enfama. We are told say President Mahama will be beginning a thank you tour, I think beginning Friday ebe no. Thank you to us in the Volta region. Let me go through that one quickly. Na afeyentoaso emfriho. We say the presidency is pleased to announce that President John Dramani Mahama will visit the Volta region this Friday as the first stop of a planned nationwide thank you tour. The tour will enable the president to express his sincere appreciation to the people of Ghana for the overwhelming support and trust reposed in him at the 2024 elections. The president will be welcomed with a grand derby of chiefs, queen mothers, and opinion leaders, religious leaders, members of various labor unions, and their key representatives from the informal sector. The momentous event will aim to solidify the bond between the president and the citizens while celebrating their vital contributions to our nation. President Mahama is steadfastly committed to fulfilling his campaign promises. He has set a historic precedent as the first president in Ghana's history to announce a full cabinet within 2 weeks of assuming office. This swift action exemplifies the dedication of effective governance and his determination to address the pressing issues confronting the country and the Ghanaian people. The presidency invites all Ghanaians to come together in unity, pride, and celebration during the special occasion. We look forward to a vibrant and successful event in the Volta region as we recognize and honor our fellow citizens invaluably support the trust they have granted President Mahama. Together, we shall build the Ghana we all want. And this was signed by Felix Kwachi Ofosu, spokesperson to the president. And see, and no statement pay a free obampenya tinaye aba. What it means is that coming Friday, nyame eya doma obampenyi ebe beginning eye ne thank you tour. Na obesha se ewo eye the Volta region. And that is what I just read for you. Now, Andra, the final set of a year ministerial nominees, Omo Edibai. President Mahama nominated batch of ministers. The president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has submitted the names of the underlisted to Parliament through the Speaker for prior approval to serve as ministers of state and regional ministers. Enti miensa eti eke muno Ura Charles Wenga is a Upper West Minister designate region. Bono region no ekita Ura Joseph Adai Akwabua as the regional minister designate. Bono East Francis Owusu Entry, regional minister designate. Then you come to ministers of state. For the Ministry of Defense, Dr. Edward Kofi Omanebuama, Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations, Samuel Nate George, Member of Parliament for Ningo Pram, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakofibua, MP, NT, Omo Enfoni na yede two pictures ne so ede amo elembele emrashe bedwanino ana nemfonyi eda TV screen no so sisia. Ministry of Sport and Recreation, Kofi Idi Adams, Member of Parliament for Buem constituency, enti ononim fonyina edasono. The Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment, Abdul Rashid H. Purple, MP, ononso ana ekwako mine that particular ministry. Then you come to the Ministry of Health, Kwabena Minta Akano, Member of Parliament, Edema, the good people of Draboso in the Western North region, has been nominated to serve as health minister, and he is the health minister designate. The Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, Ibrahim Mutala Muhammad, Member of Parliament, as you see on your screen. Ministry of Transport, Joseph Bukari Nikbe, Member of Parliament as well. Then the Ministry of Interior, Muntaka Mubarak Muhammad, Member of Parliament for Asawasi, as you see on your screen. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okujetwa Blakwa, Member of Parliament. And then Ministry of Works, Housing and Water Resources, J. Kenneth Gilbert is also there. I'm told he's from the Ashanti region. Then Minister of State in charge of special initiatives, Emmanuel Kojo Ajekum, Member of Parliament. Now, Minister of State, Government Communications, Felix Kwachi Ofosu. So, the current acting spokesperson for the president will become a Minister of State, Government Communications. Then, Minister of State in charge of Climate and Sustainability, Isifu Seidu, Member of Parliament as well. And Anopei, and no part of the list. The final badge of ministerial nomination and the office of the president at the Ebaye. Again, some chief executives are certain important state institutions and as corporations akwakoye juma ewo hono womonso endra Ebaye. Mame enkan we na yentuaso. This one says that but your number is 055-0567-929, 055-0567-929, and that is the test line. Appointment as acting chief executive officer. I write to formally inform you that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, in accordance with Article 1971 of the Constitution and Section 12(2) of the Ghana Cocoa Board Act, has appointed you as the acting chief executive officer of the Ghana Cocoa Board, pending receipt of constitutionally required advice of the board of the Ghana Cocoa Board in consultation with the Public Services Commission. 2, your appointment takes effect from 21st January 2025. 3, I take this opportunity to congratulate you formally on your appointment, and please accept the president's best wishes. Dr. Randy Anete Abe, Ghana Cocoa Board, and that is the letter appointed Dr. Randy Abe as the acting chief executive for the Ghana Cocoa Board, plus many more other ones and pay ebedeho enkomo. It is only 8:08. Mami Emma Dr. Inusa Achen na memano akwaba to the studio. Debia obantem. Doc, good morning. I'm pumped to say.
Well, Speaker, Maakye.
Kessben.
Nyamiadum me hu ye.
Very well.
Michia uche for nini na ni washa for nini na. Well, we trained in China, you know. It was a discipline, no. Nyaga na man time.
I see.
Until now, who said they be me time so.
You are very punctual.
Bus studio, and this is the kind of discipline.
You hear?
Yera Alan Tramatizo sa ewo. Intino uhumia now one say Alan Tramatizo suba bina.
Wafa.
Mafa so sa e dey abom hu. Well, in some dear esi bebre ewo ye krom. Na ohwe nsema koso na. Na say de bia ne de. We betina ha ekasa for the same issues ho. So no solutions bia anyhow yet me di sa ensem no e de ba na wiye de bia otimi hu za what na speaker kra wa bre speaker me hu za wa bre because ye bebo hudoro na eja we will come back to the same point and come and discuss these issues intino me hu say Ghana for any abre pa this 4-year period, no, I call it the revolutionary period. Se abai amfa shishe pa antuho antutuni nyema year. It is going to change the trajectory of this country in terms of our democratic governance. Today, me bompa and say we campaign for an all-inclusive governance system. Indeed, a government of national unity. Say we MPP new. Uye NDC new, uye CPP new, uye GUM new, Afrafranto, ye ni nano should come on board. Na ye ntimi chichiri policies papa ebetimi ama ye manu akonenim ama ye nkola no dachi ebe ye enua na ye hwehwe. That is all what the Ghanaians are calling out for. That is what they need. Nkoswa na epe. And then no speaker me catch you. So utina ofidie so na umma report say
Kessben.
Ghana ya the ship bia betu tamahabo. Free passage to the United States of America. One share krama kranka kroma. Speaker Obiabeko because Sisiano the hope of the youth ne say omubetu kwan efi krom hanum. Ubisa, if you can go on the street and do a survey, everybody is tired of Ghana. Obia new hope. You follow deserted the ideals, the founding ideals of this country. Patriotism and new hope. And then you assume your party chin your mind.
But said Doc, I mean, there is a renewal of hope. A renewal of hope, say, I mean, a near man, na enkoye. I mean, in some time past, at least we can get some level of hope to forestall the future occurrences, I remember.
Until America say, we are in a revolutionary period. Abai esisa dear yenina yetiasiasa. But as to whether it will translate into meaningful gains in terms of your democratic governance, no. Yeah, dear, time will tell. We are calling for an all-inclusive governance system. We do not think that NDC Kono adwin Ghana for Ghana adwini na esho mutim. There be that. Yeah, Jane say if they can extend hands to other entities, CSOs, NGOs, political actors, and for academia, obia trade union, obia all-inclusive governance system. Senda Yera Mampeni Mahama, the inaugural speech, or promises say he's going to promote an all-inclusive governance system. I think that it's the right step, but as to whether we will be able to realize that, say, or say, all-inclusive, Nanado Nebaumia, they promise us all-inclusive, and yes, sir. Na acquire family and friends are buying. Sebi no.
Kessben.
The worst government in the history of this country speaker na me da ho me dream na me say nti no Ghana ha no na which institution doesn't owe eka himfa na ye ndika nyame kra obo esoro ne asase kra ye dineka yame a obo esoro ne asase kra ye dineka because mu promises say mu be si national cathedral edi esi onyankopom enumonyam ena ye gina ha no angosi bebia ade a ye mi ya pa ne se asantifo a omu kura MPP mu sebi ye beka se MPP omu World Bank no eye asanteman yewura otumfo osesutu ababi otoso mienu osore gina ne nan so ekukuntan se Confanotri here just $10 million for rehabilitation of infrastructure. Minya, the World Bank of the MPP here $10 million per number de $58 million. Akosi Cathedral. Inti sa 58 million anka muji 10 million kra edisi edi tujia anka emfa esisa pa amba eho. Inti de me ka che nuanum se he MPP grassroots for no omunjiro omo ho na omunji omo party no because party MPP na yeni na yenim no yeni na no na edwin se ebeba be sumo man Ghana hanum enye party ehu into grassroots for no omunjiro omo pa na omunji omo party no because anye sa MPP is a declining party.
Very well, Doc. Mr. About so 8:15. This is Kessben. Pacho, your number is 055-0567929. Now, Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon has been appointed as the Commissioner General for the Ghana Revenue Authority. And on an appointment, take effect as at Endra, as statement about Bontin, so he is supposed to act prior to a year. The approval and recommendation of the board when we setting it up, and the GRA has somebody in place on also Equaco State Affairs. Now there's a bit more of controversies with President Mahama's appointment. Crawford Ekeka said regions nibi wa nipa womwenya wa appointment ni mono iswa. We'll come to that and then we'll have a conversation around it. And let us know. So far, from what we know, I think every region has been satisfied. Anna, per what I know, any chatter me wano, yabe cabinet ministers, region biya nene dia ewom. We'll look at that shortly. But Marima Titi Kate no ache na memano akwaba. Ono a member of the NDC. Me who na che ye. Ango Titi.
Yes, boss.
Maakye.
Yeah,
that important to say.
Yeah, me adomo bibia boko.
That trade ampoase. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The last time you were here, you were in opposition.
Yeah, last year sometime.
Yeah.
But so say up and down the door. So until that time, not we were out of Accra. GM campaigning. Radio be TV be slow ba me kakra but nyame adum na me boy na ya ba be mu nti I say yetimi hihye na ye ba na ye beka ye party ho asem to aso.
Very well. Until that is Titi Kacheno. Me train baby I do be kwa akoshe na ma betina wonan ho din adwuma wo ya yache nti wo reward the SSM. But party what you saying about what you saying?
I don't be biaboko. Say Oshia President Mahama is trying to honor his promises. Okay, yes, within 14 days he will have his cabinet in place. And Rano was, I think, the 14th day.
Yes, exactly 2 weeks.
And on that note, what me I deliver ni cabinet at the Ama Parliament. You be vetting more. I share age me assure say in the coming week, by next week the deputy minister so I bet to us so. Now I know I'm regional balance na atoye. to say the oka earlier no.
Yeah.
Regions they be a soon say yeah satisfied because we are who say 2 cabinet ministers if you region B. Now share 23 ministries all divided by 16 regions now. That means nobody is getting more than 2.
2. Yeah.
Maximum
in terms of cabinet appointment.
Yes, cabinet appointment. Everybody will get 2, no 1. What you say? But immediately say deputy ministers will come to canvass it. No more nya omo 3 and 4 no. Me sure say no bar. Ebe balance be ama obi ahwato no. Don't forget the chief executives so edoso. The chief executives
but Obia heard the ultimate.
No. But speaker, at times we can say Obi a minister.
Yes.
2 things. If you put down me, see me say, okay, me got na ministry. Be now, okay, me got na a baby to say MPA Ghana Gas. I would choose to be a CEO than go to the ministry.
I see.
Yes. The reason is simple. Less stress, less media engagement. What you say? Less answering questions to the public easily.
Exactly.
Somebody wants to be in the media. Somebody wants to, to be seen around. But what's not saying now share? It is not say we are minister and not change your effort will be actually seen. What I want to say. And even the ministers, it's true. There are other departments that show us here. More.
Yeah.
Because he is the energy minister. But look at the input of Ghana Gas.
Yes.
It's the Ghana Gas for you, not so for it. The Energy Commission for you, not so for it. The MPA for you, not so for it. So all these people play a role. Me feel say competence comes into play. Say the competent people it comes to complement the minister. Appointing or no. What I say, he will take the glory. Say, oh, my sector is doing very well.
Yes.
At times, and yes, you have to be minister changing and to be noticed. Chief executive positions also have their part to play.
Okay.
And me believe say you do what most chief executives have appointed you to complement the respective ministries now. Appointed
Okay. And that is Titi Kacheno. Titi, but just quick one. You're running through so far the appointment, Abba. So the Honorable Eric Opoku is from the Hafo region, Agric Ministry. Okay, that is a cabinet position.
Yes.
Oko Ashanti region are 2 cabinet ministers and a freehold. Mubarak Muntaka, Minister for the Interior, and Mr. Gilbert Ejay. Kenneth, also a Minister for Works and Housing. So Ashanti region has been satisfied with 2 major ministerial appointments. Then you come to the Bono region, Bono itself. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, Minister designate for local government. In Bono Ekita 1, Ahafo Ekita 1, Ashanti Ekita 2. Then you come to Bono East, the Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu-Ajari, Minister for Trade and Industry. Okay. And the Honorable Emmanuel Ajekum, and so Ewoho. Then Central Region comes the Finance Minister, Kessben Atoforsen, and Felix Kwame as Minister of State in charge of government communications. Okay. Eastern Region, so Central Region, so year 2, Bono Region year 2, Ashanti Region year 2, Ahafo year 1. And Bono Air 1, Bono East Air 2. Then you come to Eastern Region, Giorgio Pariado, Pablo, Minister in charge of Sports, Youth Development, and Dr. Eduardo Maneboama, Defense. So that is 2. Then Greater Accra, I was listening to some commentary and focus in Greater Accra. Appointment maybe that is not true. So Sam George is the minister designate for communications. And then Namumolate, Ministry of Gender. Yes, so that is 2 for the Greater Accra as well. Oba Northeast Region, no Honorable Seidu Isifo. ononso ewo. Then Northern region has 3. So Haruna Idrusu is education, Mutala is science and environment, and then Joseph Nupe also coming in. So Northern region ewo 3, so far the highest. Oti region ewo 1, which is Kofi Adams in charge of sports. Savannah region ewo 1, which is Jinapo in charge of energy. Okay. Then the Upper East ewo Dominic Ayini, Attorney General from the Upper East. So that is 1. Then the Upper West has Rashid Purple as Employment and Labor Relations Minister. Volta region so ewo 3. Jifa Gomeshi for tourism, Okujeto Ablakwa for foreign affairs, and then Kwame Gavin Abuja for roads. So that is 3. And so far no, the Northern and then the Volta region, Anna Ekita the highest. Arguably, it is understandable because these are considered the strongholds of the NDC, and you would want to compensate them for that. Now, waba a year, the Western region, Emmanuel Amakofiboa for lands and natural resources. Yes, Elembele Mpino, and Afe Emilia Atta for fisheries. So that is 3. Western North, Ewo 1, which is Kwabena Minta Kando for health. So I think the regions are fairly represented. Only the Volta region and then the Northern region leads with 3 each nominations. Probably 1-1-1-1. No, they would have to complement it up with some of the deputy portfolios. Na Etimi Abua, and then those with 2-2-2. No, so between ebi a CEOs. No, ebi. And in terms of region, no. I think the region be a substantive cabinet minister. Bakon na mieno. And that is that. But Maminchio on this, Titi, na mo party move for no, and Ghana for only be a raising consensus. I mean, is that okay? Northern region has 3, Volta region has 3.
All I can say is everybody should calm down until the deputy ministers. Meaning, some ministries might not even have deputies.
Okay.
What do I say? I inti obia and kanakoma and tuniyem. And what I can say is we share appointments there, but now competence is leading a lot. Into obia di bono Ghana for budget so say niaje. But so say Greater Accra the cosmopolitan and now the center and the heart of the country.
Yeah.
We usually get a lot of the CEOs in Greater Accra.
I see.
We usually we get into say Ministerial no cry and imbalance. CEOs the bema. It comes to complement to balance the CEO aspect.
But you won heavily in Greater Accra.
Yes,
at least
I'm not
more ministerial position.
You see, I told you a moment ago, say ministry and CEO, the differences are you see your head. Minister, you see your head. What am I say? It is the person and how he's going to help with his position in the region. You bet me you'll be minister. Speaker,
so far,
exactly. You'll be CEO or no more
I understand. Yeah.
So,
but so far, no, I'm just saying because in the Greater Accra, there was some big works. So far, no, Mudima Vanderpoint, the 2 Vanderpoints, up. The former mayor and then the former sports minister, one Kasawo MP, Odole Nidin Emma up. Okay, you have your friend is saying Ni Ankra. So I mean there are certain big wigs within the Greater Accra region.
You see, all kind of so then you makes it look like then you are putting pressure on the president.
No, but there are expectations.
The expectation is this: 2 sides to the coin. Initially, I had the women and gender Emma Momo Latin. So public cried and say, "Hey, where is your friend?" Is saying later. No year later. Bampo. So Bampo people were like, hey, in Fabium Naka between Nasha Beboa.
And now she's deputy chief of staff.
Until times appointed now until they are. I think you should exercise some restraint in inciting people to be talking and now go back bankrupt for us at what am I say? Because you never know what's in the cookie for you.
Yes.
say
Horace,
the
Vanderbilt.
Horace Ochinani Ebodi didn't say he's the ambassador to the United Kingdom. Have you let him down? No. He used to be deputy ambassador to China. Yes. In this Ochina, Ebodi didn't say he's the ambassador to UK. He's still not lost. What I say. So ambassadorial positions so embambo. So when me feel say everybody will get his fair share of everything.
But somebody like Vanderpoel, former Accra mayor there, at least the expectations were say he should have been given a substantive position.
Let me ask the question. Has he been a minister before?
He has not. But I'm saying that from where he is coming from, he has some level of experience.
Most of the times, 1 out of 1,000,000 cases, never will be straight iron of 4 minister. Unless any credentials. I mean, what I have known is that most of the time you will come as a deputy minister before they graduate you to a minister. But in this particular case, John Mahama has appointed people straight up to be straight ministers, Omundi deputy Buddha.
Exactly.
But I feel that MP or Accra mayor, Nilanti Vanderpoel or former sports minister.
Yes.
Maybe there's something.
A lot of people were taking him for the sports ministry.
Good. All the sports people were, vouching for him. We saw it on social media. But me, I still haven't given up. Say he will get a bigger position than what he has lost. I'm telling you. I still haven't given up. I won't say cabinet. But I believe strongly there is something else in
because as a former minister, you will not bring him down to a deputy minister.
So obviously there's something else. We are all sitting here quietly. If they mention he's not an MP.
No, currently he's not.
So if they give him ambassador to Canada tomorrow, will
he be willing to take?
I'm asking you, what will you have to say?
No, I wouldn't have anything to say. But the question also remains: will he be willing to take up ambassadorial position? Because although a former minister, the expectations are that Anye Yekura ministry will handle before no Obesan Kohobiem. Kofi Adams is a solid person, but he has never been minister. So I mean, these are some of the arguments a lot of people are making.
And you see, one thing you should know with your mama is say, so now within the shortest time you don't perform, he easily reshuffles. You know that one. We ye mistake a crebe you ready. What am I saying?
Yeah.
So we a minister, former minister, not be seen yembo udin and no interest say be within the next month or 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Somebody's non-performance will take him out of office. You understand me? And me, ministerial reshuffle. When they do the appraisal and you don't match it, but one say the president is looking at you, and then the next letter that comes out from the presidency, they've asked you to come back to the presidency and be Minister of State to the presidency, and somebody takes it away from you. At times they even go without anything. What you say? So me, I think the expectation of Greater Accra is high.
Yes.
Ghanaians think say Greater Accra for the field say we contributed heavily
34 constituencies. You won 33
yes.
constituencies in the national capital.
Let me ask you this question. So if the deputy ministers come out and they are more, what do you do? You still balance it. It will still balance. So me see and train.
Okay.
We are doing analysis balancing. Let the deputy ministers come out. And then we'll say, so Greater Accra has lost. A minister is a minister, deputy or substantive. But cabinet is the area.
Okay.
If deputy ministers come out and they give Greater Accra 3, that means we have 5. I don't think anybody else will be having.
Okay.
Very well. So Greater Accra, cool down, calm down. It will be fine. I know it will be fine.
Greater Accra must calm down. It will be fine.
I know it will be fine. I know.
The big faces in Greater Accra.
I know it will be
calm
fine.
Down. Oh, dear, na matrons say UTT. Oh, dear, na matrons.
Me catch you say me. I'm not expecting anything. Me infant to me to say by force. I will say appointing me baby. Because me hey, I have seen people who are not appointed to positions but have still made it whilst their government is in power. Why is it so? President Kufuor's statement says it's better for your government to be in power than to be in opposition and be a national chairman. But if my government is in power today and I'm not given an appointment, does not mean that I cannot operate, knowing the face I carry. Are you saying if I walk to any minister and say I want an X contract, he won't give it to me? He will. So I will still operate. What am I saying? You will still operate unless you decide to sit on your butt. You can still move. Are you saying say be got a contract with AM your mom for mommy? Me come here, me constituency, lad, my dear, say me copy street contract on for mommy. They will still help me out, and I will still survive in my government. So it is up to you, the person. Once appointments don't fall on your lap, yeah, more substantive will be to do. No, it's up to you to move into another area to do some business. Okay. And even the people they appoint, ask me how much do they make there? Say when you chief executive now, appointee under an MDA. Ministerial, a department agency. If you once your government is in power, it is up to you to move.
Okay.
And then you can always grab something and do something for your party, and you move on, Masa.
Very well. Me that's it. Catching now. I remember watching. I remember now. Good morning.
Good morning. Nyamiado. Now say.
Oh, me yeah, now I late. But
yes, that's true.
Okay.
Traffic.
Yes.
Even though, yes, that's true. It's unpardonable. Semi American traffic na mama. But I think say last week we one temper. And the one come answer. Yes. But honestly, put it on record. Documents and me send them out.
Oh yes. Last week
KPMG report. And your public documents.
Send them out. Yes, that is true.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes.
But if you are fine, party the
most. Oh, nyame adom bibia ekoso. The only say yeah restructuring, yeah regroup, yeah a review of the ACA in Greater Accra. It's winning only 3 seats. And again, Bono you winning back for the first time in the history of the of the region. You winning back you will lose Sunyani East and West. You lose Brekum. You lose almost baby
half constituencies.
Half you winning back a half also. So
Western North more winning back
Western North rather than back, but baby I tell winning
Western North no mukita means
the American said traditionally Western North back baby a lusu da bibiani annual bakwai from 1996, but the akanyina no sehwe also swing a contombra honorable Teten Okojibaya or twice.
A contombra from 2012.
And I make us Okojibaya or court 12, yes. So, but traditionally, baby, I lusu dano. Ya lusu be brave. So, and unti the microwave committee, a Juman Crawford be brave, reasons kakra omo feel sanka microwave committee yenya anka ni pafu for debi a committee aya form one yes omo betimi a subcommittee within them and betimi aya adwuma. They will be in every single constituency. Me hwe say bia onso oluma bi eda nonti e wo say oba e bunkrugu yoyo debi. There will be people there to ask you the reasons in tiama one koto so wokoto ya anasa wokra wokoto ya nanso de wo tena ase hu se wenti na ama yentimi anwini ye seat in your constituency okachira omo de bema national council omo only 3 months to do all this. After that na ye de yaba ye wo history of that. Okay, say 2008 ye lusu elections no ye form the Hansen committee ne de beto dwa say o hwe de ma ye lusu nyina ye delegates no. Delegates na baako banko. For instance, so called me Kroma Santef just sending the panel moto aba nyina 72 at that time. So Emma na chairman nkwa na eto aba nti Emma nkrofo sikmoni krasi ba mu na keka ho nti ebiemu omo ka sanka ebiemu a ebeboa eno na ebiemu a the coordinator be ka ho ye di nipa 5 every polling station. They say okwa obo se be nipa 1000 nipa 1500 ne na keka ho a omo to aba ho ene nipa bebre so ka say ye expand bio mekra na mete ha imagine ne say obi a wo former MP, obi a former DC, obi a former executive within the constituency must be allowed to vote. In NDC they do it. In NDC they do it, but you see in MPP so obi a former MP constituency bia police station executive kra ewani munyam channel. Yes, you don't do anything. You don't participate in anything. You're too about onka ho, ye bibia onka ho. Obi a former constituency chairman onka ho kra. So eno kra na ma obi nyatemu ka bi say it is a media executive as a party no fami ho. So I believe that senior party no at the national level or by general secretary we are automatic member of national council no. Yeah. Yenye say at least we a constituency chairman. At least constituency no. I was say unya stake kakra wo.
Even former appointees,
yes, former appointees within the constituency. You understand?
National executives, regional executives in the constituency.
Yes, but you say, Ubeko, baby, this time is off. A brand here to say your friends and Collins Uso Amankwa. Say a two about a constituency police station executive or only police station ground count. You call a constituency, you constituency executive, will be our MP for 12 years, for 8 years. Ye national on kahun. So all these are the reforms are ye crown me matro. The me pese omo de kahun na tro asende ama. But nkrofo be brain so e will be bias into will be obetra. You write to
Electoral College and nkrofo cause more expert.
Exactly. MPP elections committee elections review committee at gmail.com. O send kwa ombetimi aye. But me wa reshemu say DAC. Even though say on cancer menkasa about reshuffle media, but the AC ministerial appointment, the AC any nipa or more banning a keka hono, a mama reshumu say ye bit me a win 2028 elections.
2028, and I will do 2025 here.
Yes, because Ushas here a year and your friend say.
Speaker,
yes.
Remember reforms are more keka ho nsem. O share your political landscape now. Current political landscape of Ghana is nothing to write home about.
Okay.
It's highly repugnant in terms of elections. To me, no. Me who say elections be a course. It's an auction. It is never an election. Auction cry can what you say. Don't call me. Don't call me.
I didn't hear.
Now, Speaker, delegates, the highest bidder is the one that wins. That is what we see in our political landscape, and then
it's not everywhere.
Oh, my brother, it's everywhere. It is everywhere, and you are a media man. You've captured all these things. Into media or reforms are more can expand. Me, what I would suggest is say the entire membership of the MPP should elect their leaders.
It happened in NDC. Almost party offices in but
of course on principle you see you have to manage the election in such a way say transparency be boom. So if you expand the electoral college now one transparency and by elections anymore, of course, then there will be some form of dissent, some form of violence.
Ebi jina kasa me nso me MPP na wo register na you register the person.
That is the
automatic.
That was the year I
attempted.
That's the year I attempted primaries and I lost.
Okay.
Yes. That's the and I said I wouldn't do it.
Because
you know what happened? You know what happened?
We had a lot of our people in
you know what happened? You know what happened? Somebody can be MPP today, he's NDC tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
It's a choice.
No,
it's a choice.
But then there should be a criteria.
So the issue we had was at the end of the day, we should register now. I said now wow NDC. And now you're MPP. So after a while it's insisting said me MPP.
Yes. You understand? That was how they were able to.
That is the problem we had.
But so
our register was
infiltrated. So you should put a criteria.
But who said they are all anchor ideally
infiltrated?
Ideally, anchor the best. Say they will be a can. But you see, the thing is that you need robust.
1 million.
You need robust card. And yes, I bet you make us Obia or a membership card or to subscription in the last 3 years. But how many people pay subscription?
No, but of course that is a criteria. Mitigating risk.
Me contest assemblyman and say before so be na was say what your friend saying lampo me boa sir your friend when I was out here I went ahead and paid 10 years back and I made the qualify me contest. You understand? So the attorney said young hasting slowly in opening matter say be breaker say you open because NDC did it and they didn't get it well obi o ho constituency since on collaborate minimum say MPP ni but when you card that a lot exactly when you card that but when MPP ni so say nipa no oba obetimi na shame all right but you see obi bane and then I say me person me join MPP a emra no e kire se unni hu kwan se obesi ni kwan ono so ene choice it when the anka ye expand as na me kan no former constituency executive in every constituency or not less than 17 Bemiansa. Former constituency executives and Kwano. Former appointees within the constituency. Ubenya be 5 and answer 10. It will be who Tisas was for instance. There were around 1,200 people are Mutuaban. That is the number of people are Mutuaban. But who cover former executives Abba, former chairman, Brinyamo na Odomunina Bano Abeto, Udi former MCs na Abia Ali no Abeto, Nina Kika. Ube who say expandia close to 2,000.
Okay. And 2,000 people will still buy their way out.
Speaker. No, just to touch on it on a light note. What was that? What was that? Yeah, but reforms were.
Yes.
Both the NDC. Have you seen their stance? Because
they have tried it.
No, it's not that they have tried it. Debbie. Asemsia, you should go deep and find the issues are Asia ama sa policy na failure.
So what is your suggestion?
My suggestion is because looking at the continuous failure of both parties in our governance system since the inception of our fourth republic, they should expand it and allow all membership and put a threshold on what kind of members can vote. Maybe you have to be a member for 3 years, 4 years, and be of good standing.
What's the proof?
So what you do, sir? Se parties no members to dues here. Obia enko emfa ne national pers for campaign. And this is a CDD report.
But there's no
so
party that pays,
if they pay dues, sir, the due is a commitment to the party.
They are supposed to be paying due.
No, and I make us say bebre omuntua. Omunim. I want him.
Any person because I contested
those that pay are those that have ambitions.
Yeah.
Those that really follow this Mrano, they have ambitions. And to make us say if they are able to expand it, the whole entire membership, delegates 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 6 million members.
That's what you miss.
People
will still find a way to go around it. So you are sitting on the fence, and I'm telling you, in our case, how can you even cross-check every delegate?
Aswase had that I know when this. Aswase had over 6,800 people. And for so preventing a lot of people from registering.
Let me make you laugh.
Over 6,000.
NDC wins election that they go to pon with 50,000, 55,000. My friend say floating voters near 10,000 and 20,000.
So you need 40,000.
40,000 people.
And how do you authenticate any panel?
What
switch allegiance? You wouldn't even know.
That's why we have technology.
Very well.
That is why we have technology. Mubo Ghana card holder. So there's technology.
Yes. On the appointment na yentos.
Speaker me that's it. A appointment now. I think sir, in the exception of one. A regional executive, I can say, or doubting the competence. Omo can you know, me feel say they are up to the scratch.
Central region.
Yes, Central region, because Central regional minister no, why MP da, why vice chairman for the region. Sisi Ekrano or current vice chairman for the region. Again, omunya problem be with Asin Central. Emma regional chairman suspended Asin Central. Peace no mijimma say they were MP no or suspended no, so the party suspended the regional chairman and brought in Mijimma to come and annest that seat. In the time Mijimma ebaye no almost suspended regional chairman according to regional spokesperson communications officer no papa no ebeye regional chairman acting regional chairman he messed up the region to the extent that ochiche omubasa. So it's not about the NDC, it's about even the cohesion of the region. In Tisa, Papana Yedeneba as regional minister
for Central region.
Yes, that's the only.
Those are the commentaries I want to hold.
I know your friends say Gazale Tete. Hadatete Enuaba on also na Central Regional Communication Officer again name the sister cry MP ewa Autu Senya. So these are say omune nime kwan omofa so ewini 18 constituencies no. So such a person would in a bar one reshuffle in tema but we no free ho a wo hwe the ministries na I remember say 2 weeks ago me Bekano ha say Osha ministers now about first 3 appointments now. These are technical people in their own fields.
Yeah.
Aye Juma DHR for some time. For 8 years, for 12 years, Omunina for 12 years. Dominic Ayene was Deputy Attorney General, Oba spokesperson for the sector for 8 years or more opposition. Again, Atuforsin same or Deputy Finance Minister, spokesperson to the extent that I said you get a coup d'etat or can say we Haruna free yes, Tama we Haruna ni Muntaka free leadership no. Someone say Haruna Kra can say that time na or Joy FM akoye program as minority leader. What is say ye free but or call Horkana name how to address him. Say a former minority leader and minority leader because he didn't hear about it. It was Afin or reveal it and said President Mahama Krane Yini free because President Mahama called him and told him say on any bekasa or he was or Kojo FM say okay later on in bekasa or can semi vetting 3 days ago into say nyase dunketia na yekunu Mahama and yekunu on na kan or can vetting ho. So oshe omo bani nyina but you see Brazil issues be which is very important. Say it's not really about senipano adiachra na say because history actually and say Papa bi ofri Greater Accra a friend Alex Tetenyo or a people teacher Nanti ya be Director General Ghana Education Service or by within 1 year and mills pamoni feel as education minister. You understand again. Professor Nana is an example I try and say will be a technical person in his field that woman appointment out to me say up Tamana or ye education minister or ye professor ye first female vice chancellor or be ye vice president or be a minister of education or Mayamuno within that time na ye ntimi anya chok kukurantumi primary school omo can say omunya choko kuranchira de again yes now your friends education minister no the time and necessary teachers allowance the time and na oko subventions I was a call for free senior high school now that time na no northern region na subventions so continue close down schools in Nekeka. So it's not really about that ye bompa ese ombetimi ayade ni ye omuye ni ye ye ba na ye bepe timi ni bioma ye be kire alternatively de betimi aye foforo ekoya ye beka ankoya ye beka on a regional balance. I think say ye hwe vote say a vote and ye hwe the contribution of the vote and even regional balance and a year Greater Accra and Ashanti region should get the highest.
Why?
Because Greater Accra Emma NDC 1.2 million votes. Greater Accra 34 constituencies. So all can omo contribute to highest for a NDC to win elections at Greater Accra with 34 constituencies. And yet the number regional balance in the number of seats constituencies are won in a keka. So omo 34. Ashanti region the second highest. Omunama NDC the second highest votes.
31.
Your friends say votes.
Total.
So say regional balance. Regional balance. You have numbers in terms of constituency.
The quantum of votes are.
Quantum of vote for NDC, but regional balance. Osha your friends say Greater Accra has 34 constituencies. In the regional balance, we qualify and a vote, so we qualify to get at least 3. What I say in cabinet again.
But now they have to.
Ashanti region. Ashanti region Emma NDC 697,000 votes with 7 seats for the first time. Osha Ashanti region so Ashanti region was the highest number of constituencies. It is a regional balance. Definitely Ashanti should get more than 2. Okay, I say Mekai. Metro some article be because will be dantina abuaselwa or jideba da we yiri that in chain. In 2013 President Mahama beye president which Ashanti region firimukra was a Ashanti Youth Association eba no press conference cause we didn't even have a single person at cabinet and san okofa papa na ofri nyina hini kwakwaji my mensa ebeye works and housing minister or the call cabinet. So this time around, you preempt me nyɛ but me frasante region, that's where me di me queen na keka wo me tete me hobby bia me bibia ho. So definitely I was say so boa na shape up the opposition, because in opposition we have to also criticize. Nti ehwe ye no ampa why are there oma mienu for the first time. And see that Frasante region enya two bigger positions like this. Muntaka as a Interior Minister. Then
he deserves it.
Yes, and Gilbert, who was a Deputy Minister under Mahama in 2013,
yes.
Deputy Defense Minister, and now assigned a bibium, so nipa mienu. So I believe that deputy ministers and so ebiana yanya maako anase mienu kokubo ahen oho the brujaje mfi any omo ka ho nyina omo aye adwuma e de aboa throughout their lives. They've been working for NDC throughout their lives, especially brujaje mfi brujaje krade almost in bibia ye friends. I'm not mentioning names, say bia me name say obekwa hanase obekwa hade, but what I'm saying is say regional balance no ocean of Easter me sure say na afterthought, because baby a papa ni din ekwohye nanka no feast to otwa afrimu kra
otwa mo afrimu say
yes o de hwe he's the last name there, and also control MP
no.
Yes, and also control MP ehye. Meanwhile the man is not an MP olusu sa seat no, and a little gambaga seat no, so he lost. But who say oh shishana no who says friends of East crown in, but to be very honest, every region has a good representation. Maybe omunya 111, they deserve 111 because we share a year number of constituencies are more now. What the year regional balance now? One is enough. Maybe it is a Bono East. One is enough. Bono. One is enough. Bono East or 12 constituencies. One is enough. Bono East half almost 6 constituencies. Omanya Bako. I was expecting say Collins Dauda will still get a ministerial appointment, looking at his experience. Even though Okase or build a youthful government there, but I was expecting say be an experienced person like that. A bit me enya for their guide.
Now also for mama.
Yes, but Oshe the regional balance now. But you see, now me can say regional balance in ABA na MCs there be. Constitution no ministerial appointment for regional balance. Because CEOs, constitution regional balance no just ministerial appointment and a constitution. The rest of the appointment CEOs na keka hono. Ideally, the bureaucratic nature and nise ankatembia ni esesa. Okwa baby to Nigeria. If you are a CEO, you are not changed. You ain't change you. Because usually they pick technical people to be CEOs there. For instance, man now obey communications and digital economy minister. Tamana we friends Malam no sa Malam na obey. Tamana good luck Jonathan ewo and notice or Saudi Arabia or Chira or university or and okofan buy. Ofan buy no or ye acting for 1 year. And Buhari winnie. Buhari ni win Buhari substantive in terms of more IT no. We and Buhari no communications minister. He is the only communications minister or minister in Nigeria and even in Africa on your politics that even when he was communications minister, he has never even campaigned for any party because he is a technical person in his field that okoye adwuma. Enunti na ma eduji tamakulu. Ede sa your friends case no e court say. So be a CEO. You have any competence. Na onko public service na onko interview because o share appointment ya de ba yes just subject to the approval of public services. Did the pan public service na confirm na why do you remove the person abra nipa no e wo ho a wo ye adwuma institutional memory ni na keka ho case no ampa a travel call 2019 ruling e ba ya e kire say obi a CEO and as the deputy CEO no go through public service untimi yi na di but minim de Kalistos Mahama ejia
constitutional body
dabi enya onokra minim de Kalistos Mahama ejia omo amko retirement nyina no from afaya o kokofu eja efru adwuma mo more than 1 year wa from kokofu afaya no we represent NIA Professor Tefa retired November use mukra no ha se wa retire I can say original home. Or friend from her as a fire. As I say, or person of fire will be a who say, or more to me. But I believe that Anka, yes, and especially deputy CEOs, will be to say allote. Or your friends saying forestry. Or is it through the ranks are the deputy CEO? Yeah, time I buy no deputy CEO ewo. Yeah, you need that John e buy. So after that now ono eto aso e be CEO. So we share the institutional memory. We share a wire over time. Na say any panoka say yi na dia. I don't even know him in person. Me sure say we campaign kra but he's the forestry your friends CEO now. Matizam Crofobia prehonti ebia na yakoyi nedi. But he rise through the ranks and okodru baby odru no. Eti eno de I still share with that say na kra na fire and crop on kra na yen take steps na yen operationalizes ade no. Me in fact titi katono ebia na enye ne field ne forestry and I say environmental protection and they share environmental protection no akọ na onim adwuma nani so yempe technical people to manage technical areas say na be ya ochena bi no say oban bi kura ba on betima abo aban no amana succeed in those fields.
All right, Medasi, that is Awa Mohammed. My main kind messages in Libya, Abba, na Yanto Asudin Komo. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Ask Awa for me that will the NPP come back again? Come to Nkoko and see what is happening to your party. Victor sensing that one. Victor, thank you. Well, it's a good morning, Speaker. There is something very interesting in our politics. Can you mention anyone from the southern part of Ghana who has contested an election in the northern region before? Gradually, those from the north are gradually dominating the political space in the south. Okay. Thank you for a message. One for the Ankaho. Please, I want to ask, will the government sack those entering in recruitment after the election? Because the NPP did same to the NDC when they came to power in 2017. Thank you for a message. Good morning, Speaker. Please tell Mr. Awal that I need his number. Okay. As a corona do a free at the by one for the Ankaho. And Awal be there Hunipakro. We say good morning, Speaker. Now we have understand the real reset that the NDC and President Mahama preached about by putting fire everywhere. We are waiting for Western Region, NDC regional office to be on fire. Paul from Takrade, Kojokrum. Paul, then our person will change. Western Region, sir, you have been satisfied. Amakofibu are called lands and natural resource. And yede, one more day, a hunter mamina or buy, you know. Emiliata, yes. One more day, fisheries.
Yes, fisheries.
Yes, it's the Western Region. Shama.
Shama.
Okay.
Shama.
Two.
A hunter mamino crown possibly wait my deputy minister.
Military background, solid.
This one says that, good morning, Speaker. I always like to watch you when you are in your political discussion mood. You speak political wisdom. The Honorable Ladade Kotopon member, we never had to be an NP. Okay. Abanda, thank you for message. Titi, they are a solid man. What the forms to the oncoje position you made do was there be. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. We will see from Cape Coast South. You are doing a great job for Mother Ghana. President Mahama is going to give out the best to move the country forward. Ghanaians must watch out for that. Thank you. Good morning, Speaker. I'm Eric from Tuase. I want to know more about the Obuasi incident. Thank you for a message. Speaker, good morning. Please, the GES graduate recruitment problem has not been cleared yet. Please help us out. Graduate for Yandra, answer more questions. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, our question has not been answered yet. Please, you promised to. Yes, and America Sandra, Kwasi Kwati was in the studio and he said before our NPP for buying, there is a lot of recruitment regarding the posting of more graduate teachers, and then they anticipate more catch and and I think that is the answer until the substantive minister takes office, Exactly. So I mean, you just have to wait for it. So your questions have been answered. They be why the NDC communicator is saying what the NDC communicator is saying is not true. It happened to my constituency, Achuma Wabieja Municipal. The NDC youth has went there to scatter things. Okay. On one can scattering was in beer and my mom for Bibia betu titi. So well, it's a good morning, Speaker. Please, this is Dr. Opoko. Tell Awa I need his number. Awa microphone here numbers are no pay. Please ask Richard to call. Okay, thank you, Godfrey. May I say, wait, Speaker, good morning. I beg our president to give an appointment to BOT because his good job must be rewarded. NDC, he did a lot of things for the NDC during the 2024 campaign. Thank you, Sabato. Odiwefi Wenchina Ebae. Sabato, I agree with you. The young man called BOT must be rewarded. I'm sure, sir. Titi Krabeya with me. We said the Northeast region still needs more appointment. The NDC managed to get 3 seats from the 6 regions, though the presidential candidate of the NPP hails from the region. We believe John Mahama will listen to our plea. Thank you for your message. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. I have heard that they have appointed a new CEO for Cocoa Board. I'm Joshua Yeboah. Yes, Joshua Yeboah, Dr. Randy Abe, formerly of Metro, is going to Cocoa Board. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm enjoying your show. Thanks to President Mahama for appointing Honorable Emmanuel Amba Kofi Boah as the minister in charge of natural resources. Interesting times ahead. Amba Kofi Boah for that ministry. We'll look out for what will happen in the future. Good morning, Speaker. It's been almost 1 month and still over 80 schools WASI papers has not been released yet. Can you check on that for us? Very well. I'll check on that for you. Thank you. Doc, my member also not mean you on the appointment. A few ones not member.
Well,
Titi. So, move to me the WASI issue so akahona yemfatu ni mo.
Well, Mr. Speaker.
Yes. But so far, President we're fulfilling a promise now under 2 weeks.
Yes, he has been able to fulfill that, and I must commend him for walking the talk. So far, so good. Adia Ahamekakra, and I would say I'm a person that supports women empowerment. Or share my history. I remember when I was student leader. Minya Kwaya, me vice president no me yoba. What you say?
Dr. Ramsey.
Into no me share appointment now out of the 42 no so far no. In terms of ministers na ba no. Ministers of state no. Cabinet ministers na only 7 AMA and it accounts for 16.7%. I mean, look, you pese enim as a country. And there's an African proverb that says that when you want to empower generations, you empower woman. What you say? Into the year koye nimno na ye pese Ghana no some form of social and economic development and say yedi yemba na jina ye. Yeah, Mamin Kanche speaker.
Kessben.
Ahuntra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene Akufo-Addo mu ni e koye no. Anka ye enye yemba na anka mbema bebre abodam. Krom hano. Me catch wene.
Oh, Sabu.
Na say home economics. Who does proper home economics than a woman? Anya ye mana. Anka mema bebre sebi no mental health no akoye timama yentimi njina ye. Intino, we have to acknowledge our women in different facets of our society. Intino, what I want to see going forward, ne say, Yera Mahama di imba bebre ebeka ni cabinet. Na when we also go down to the local governance system now, we have to incorporate gender parity because the local governance system for so long no, we've not been able to inculcate a lot of women in there and even create gender desk ebetima empower ye man. Into going forward no, ye ma me sister for or more competence no. Please let us give them the chance. I'm talking about competence and credibility. And yeah, Sisira da pa mono ni how comes to no mbani bi na yepe ewa ambano.
No more there.
There na the my identity say.
No. Why do you mention them? So
no, my identity say.
I'm just asking.
Speaker, why if you know the answer to the, why you asking me?
I'm not. I don't know the answer.
We are talking about credibility. We are talking about credibility, competence, and credibility.
How Kumsin doesn't have credibility.
She has no credibility.
How doesn't Hawa Kumsin have credibility?
Hey,
here. And then why you
share the kind of violence Hawa Kumsin has propagated in her constituency. The inefficiency in her ministry. Then let's even come to Sisalapa.
No, stay with our Kumsin. Because you see,
Kessben.
You don't attack the personalities of people just because of penance.
Why? No. they have set a bad precedent for women.
She was a fisheries minister. Tell us what she has done. Credible.
Women
We're
leadership.
talking about appointment. She was fisheries minister. So idea why you are on your credible. Don't do that. It's libelious.
There's a principle.
I was thinking we because setting them Tamakuro. Oh no, court to see where we are gonna sika. That's true. Okay, and yashi. But what Cecilia the we are Biaska. How come so we are Biaska? Mesa property fund. Young setting up in any committee to even investigate it. Why do you tell us when you're
Speaker? The American say when you have bad precedents. On my setia. That's what I'm talking about. The precedents on my setia. Sisi Rapa.
Yes, but
so
maybe they have set bad precedents.
And I make a choice. Their credibility is at stake. I am telling you emphatically because in terms of the fishery ministries, the inefficiency in that ministry, and I hope the OSP be investigators. I mean, you see the findings.
Inefficiencies been our
we're talking about. For example, fishermen say omodi omu we no premix no no premix no omu to turn my party for.
Oh dog.
I know they make catch up.
I won't allow you to go
there.
Put him say how a Kumsin initiative and then the premise for work run ya automated.
Automated no go see saying.
Me ba to boase. Obi nko ho nko fa premise for say odisi ka mu and odisi. I mean, you are setting machines in the
Speaker,
just go there and then you speak for yourself.
The findings will come out, and I am putting it on record. Say OSP should investigate the ministry. You
are a legend, so you have to prove.
You have to go there.
Secondly, Cecilia Pasika na omude eh? For God's sake, who can say judiciary eclair? If you look at the Mo Ibrahim Index. Governance index and for judiciary autonomy, your judiciary has declined by 50% in terms of autonomy, right? So ubetina na okache me say your judiciary clear so she's not or court into or clear into the investigation. And America said President Mahama has promised the people of Ghana that he is going to relook at that investigation and reinstate that investigation. And I know, sir, finding the bar. Now let's move back to Obuasi Asemno. Speaker,
you have two ministerial.
Oh, sir, Krom Hanum. We have all the laws, we have all the policies to ensure and enhance that there is an egalitarian development and distribution of funds as far as development is concerned. Share Minerals Development Fund Act 1912 the Imra to senior yetimi chiche mineral royalties for social and economic development, especially in localities that are more minerals. And Ghana is the largest gold producer in Africa. Obuasi mine, Obuasi Ayohunasana has the largest gold reserves. Second largest gold reserves in Africa. Na okoshe omumputemu a Obuasi mine here near how and eka right. The Mineral Development Fund no say how the allocation we share allocation 20% is being allocated to the mining community development scheme. How has that been able to eradicate poverty and enhance the economic development of the locals in Obuasi? I want you to the Mineral Development Fund so said 5% is allocated for research, training, and for projects and sustainable mining. How many of these people have been able to be empowered or mobile conducting sustainable mining? And also the politicization of illegal mining in this country. We've seen during the election time, rhetorics are both parties, dominant parties, MPP and NDC for omode politics are yebemamu etu enti mamu nso muntu aba muntu mai na yeba will allow you to dig and ensure that you degrade the land. And no, there's sustainable. So we are calling on reforms in the mining sector, especially Speaker. Oshe minerals most of them is being exported in raw form. That's why we have advocated for 60% value addition on all the mineral resources Ayamane or Kroman, so that we can be able to create employment opportunity for youth in our war. Into the DSC war boss in there, military for no money there. And the Ghana Armed Forces has been the lowest institution in terms of security in this country under the Akufo-Addo administration. I'm calling on President Mahama to enact certain reforms, and the Minister designate for Defense, Dr. Omanu Boama, he should enact reforms in the Ghana Armed Force, because Nkoye, Osha DSC war, Techiman South, Osha and ADSC war Shama, any the North, Nkoye, internet, yes, Mampeni Mahama said he should ensure we have reforms in our military. The military has been politicized. It has been a political organ that has been divided for so many years. Recruitment processes now. Yedi call military muka. We do not recruit people based on merit and any competence, but based on party affiliation. Our protocol, somebody call military, police, immigration, and say and yet.
Meda say, Mama Titi Emremo, 14 after 9. Titi, Mamintio.
Bacho,
on the appointment and then
I'm confused about what really.
But you can't appointment in your boss and what's it. But what have your first bite on the appointment?
It's unfortunate to say the AC, you know. Omo this year ashura mo nkwanye na ya mo yakọ na the eye me ni jidin say prompt action His Excellency John Mahama take here immediately after the incident. So bekaya last elections na 2020 na grofo you see no. It took a while and sana Nyama air cost so evidence in no got lost. But we know I am very pragmatic and prompt. No evidence will be found at the scene, and you will get eyewitnesses to fill in to get a report ASAP. And me titi sem see obi na inside to your moon na fahira. I condemn it to be the inside your modia. It is very wrong for the person to inside them say omonko side ho no monko ye dem ye no. Minti bi nka say omomoko no were wrong. Minti bi nka say omomo shoot ye no so wrong. There was surely something wrong along the line to trigger the AC, you know. Inti President in the 9 as he form a issue statement say yenye investigation to the matter. I don't think that going forward we should be in a position from now to look at such issues. So we are in term I'll be reporting in term near to me address the issues, no.
Yeah.
But yet that's a chess now. At the end of the day, no. But say na evidence cause so around the whole scene, no. Na nipa ye fear. Because eyewitnesses play a very key role. The speaker, abroaches up more information by embre name kokro about TV. Out in the window, I don't know how TV. It is a BBC. Who say, oh, there's a man passed with a brown jacket. They are those who can give you such detailed information. Their course. Intermediate. Masri ebusian for yako. Na yebe pa police for na chose. Report them brantem. Ni ensure measures are able to be the stop it. Akebe surveillance ACC. Our mining areas, no, because again, no boise issue na start
almost every year.
Yeah,
no, real care.
Intimate sure say we report in the Bantema. There will be a way to actually calm them down. I mean, feel say President Asebo okay and so calm you be down. Say the institution should take care of the dead people and take care of the medical expenses of the people.
Yeah,
and also boy calm microphone. You hope you say reported by Bantem. Na be added in the problem should be solved once and then for all.
Very well. May that say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, I want to here number no pay the Good morning, Speaker. Please, the Cocoa Health and Extension Division contract staff, we haven't started work yet. We are still at home. So when are they starting to post us? Joshua Yaboa, you sent in that one. Speaker, good morning. We, those at Sefi Bibiani, are still not safe from the way Asante Gold is mining in our community. They must be talked to. Thank you for a message, Adiaba. Good morning, Speaker. Please, we the NSS people haven't been paid since November. We plead with the government to do something about it. Thank you for a message. Money flex. Obuasi na adiwe free ebaye. Ora has come to stay. The dismantled NPP can go to court if they don't understand themselves. Thank you. Good morning, Speaker. Please ask a while for me if reviewing the NPP free SHS is cancellation. Okay. What do you mean to say? They say almost so a major report and to review hono. Does that mean say NPP cancel Muhwana? Well, please, Speaker, President must find place for BOT. He did a yeoman's job. A lot of people are campaigning for BOT party for no. Please, this is Dr. Opoku again. Okay, Doc, yate awa befa number no befro. Good morning, Speaker. You see those who have been posted to head the boards, Sami Jemfi and Randy Abe, ? Kessben, Anna Wode Abba. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Why are the NDC youth vandalizing state properties from Kobe Owusu Edward with the way Eddie Aboto Ase Oti region? Thank you, Oti region for an pay ya chiamunina. Awa, mame mamu 1 minute na yan rapia ya time.
Okay, so what's the brother? Me can't want some crowd. Then I will 1 minute. I didn't even. Okay, so but quick one on your friend saying the two personalities are Minuya Mudi. How I come sin discharge her duties dutifully as minister. For the entire 8 years, there was no single day I set up a committee to investigate her as a minister. Again, Cecilia Dapanswa, Juma as minister. Juma as minister. Ononso, Obieni who are watching said Waye Bibida. Nisika na Irai. Eno kuhui. Eno ma ye chini pano. Ene kanse nisika ira. Ghana sika nyirai. Oye jumanu baby any why chere na oye jumanu na wawia Ghana sika na se obi sika nyirai se ne muna mo aban muna mo feel some bit my investigate ya you investigate but won't na hanka se nipa ni credible Emma generally
na so no ni aban
Emma omo aban mu
Dr. Ramsey so
omo na campaign say yentu for your friends say so can say yentu for change you campaign for change and ya change exactly so definitely
we campaign against
what you say?
Talk about the one village, one dam.
You didn't even get 50,000 votes.
Talk about the one village, one dam.
You didn't even get 50,000 votes. Ghana,
movement for change.
Ghana, what you get 50,000 votes.
Talk about the one village, one dam. How I could say manage. Talk about that.
So talk about that. That is one. Two is that Obuasi Diano Yema Busiafo nyina yako, especially Oshe Omomu yana nipa be emienu. Very respectable people within the place. Bako oye busanga for mrantia hene. Onana ebi animu no ena bako so imam. O lead prayers ni nekeka ho ena omoko ya ayre no ekosi wo ho no. Ye mabusuafo nyina yako. Unse ade we dana ye to aba no. Soja ni bi, soja fo mienu, mrantia bi ko gina ho. Esa omase mukuta tuo ni nekeka ho. Soja fo so odi omoka samato so de kan na yenhwe na yenye vandalism after elections nkrofo ese normal bu baby ani say your party are winning elections no ye kan ya anya adwuma no na ene ya bedru baby ya dru yesu say ye be investigation na ya hwe ekwan ya fa so a nipa no ewuye even though na area na nka so omokode but o se makola no nko fichire wako or can I in so definitely I was say yeah na etime but ade ba ko America is a mesre nkramofo penning for mesre zongo for penning for mesre national chief imam ya do so dodo 10 bia e be kunipa Ghana ha bia nkramofo 10 bia e be kunipa bia zongo for why yansu ye ji position timi kwaji bi man ye ene Haruna Idrisu education minister Muntaka interior minister let's look at these things. Ne yenja se obi be hye obi kutupa na wakọ say wo ho kwa hwe ayo aso struggle akwa na etwa ne nan no hye yesi na we footballer we free shaman to e ba ayo still struggle ya shoot unan ya twa unan say also wo yere wo mamienu. How do you even cater for them? Eti misre minuanu muzongo for ni gramofo at least ye ju ono kwadodo 10 bia enu ntena mana make us a free secondary school na eba be boy because enipa no wako school akwananimu a de obekọ akọhwehwe pa eye position
okay
onko ema obi enhye no kutupa se mumbo wura ho no makobo wura ho and media so munye very careful because Rwanda what happened media obi ko kan say obi e cockroach and a bibi sa aba no
so those that are doing
National Media Commission yeah, because we say for Media Foundation for West Africa
those that you feel are not doing the right thing
you
called out
general media general which is wrong. You understand? Because you see Osha Media Foundation for West Africa we start TBB. I think say omun twaso momunye elections period nko elections period normally aba say omo ka incendiary language in both media houses. They made then say Kessben obi na watna ha wa kan ya record no because now mo record even panelists record media dey na keka so eno e kire say at least omo yesa na omo report one media house for some time I was say NCA ewuram ene National Media Commission ewuram na omo hu say we mo omo masumdwe ma oman mo enti yenyi omo emfiri wo say ye je omo license cry wo say ye je omo license.
But I say, Gihog Distilleries in Sonia appointment, you know, and Dr. Jones bought here a play, right?
What do you say, reset, you know, I started a Bolly Bamboy.
Ade.
And Ranka, de Ankomushi, former President Mahama. President Mahama was oh, your propaganda.
I want to say,
almost, oh! Who tell you we see you anymore? Some we MP and you minister.
Just 1 minute in America. The time now.
Oh sir.
Propaganda.
Speaker. Oh sir. Yeah. Car sema. Yeah. The embetina fide we so any propaganda. We speak facts. When Howard Kumsin was a minister for special initiatives, one village, one dam. Ne eshenasie.
Yes.
Aname
yes.
How was that able to solve your food insecurity?
Oh, but she was not supposed to solve food insecurity.
The dam was meant to support the agriculture sector.
GTV did a story said in the Upper West
they were dugouts. They were not dams.
Because
Sikana shit under that initiative. They say we have to retrieve. Actually, drought in the bar were not no. We share food shortages no. Until we know what we are talking about. You know that when we are talking about women leadership. Mami. Oh, mami. When we are talking about women leadership.
I'm grateful. Titi Katino is a member of the NDC's communication team. He joined us this morning. Dr. Ramsey Nusa, a member of a Movement for Change communication team, senior member. Awa Mohammed of the NPP. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Me famunsi ba me twa me ho na me of a wosen eni enkomo emra na obatampa aye krado. Ati ba me ma of achi na me ma na kwaba over marching empomboko there.
Kessben.
Relax Moses in a war or blood and positive said the bay of just between so fine. Do do on corner said more, nay almost hot or yes, I net here. One told dear said, would you so be on so pea said now a Saturday and a no. No mum positive neck of fast I had in the buy no at a swear then a sechira, Cassiana say a year. In the Egusu Ecasino, let's just say complication then economy. Nasa positive Ecasino who drew a memo. I am a dome said we're drawn with the count, we drone. A best shrink positive na Ecasino. I'm an anomalize it. I'm a sergeant so I would sonny who's a swing then a jay. Then the mammy yet are standing our positive I assume because and when I was to Mumiano a managing so and shrink positive. In this dodo na ba Maakye a omo aba be dia da se omo anunum ndrondo anunum different bebre behwe no na eti omo timi ka ba na ma omo dura baba na behwe na edu ya na den ekọ nti enu na mama ka se de bia obi so opposite do cham ya oboa nti no se metia ka opposite one sama na se me champion opposite ayahwem de bia me ka se minister of health beji meduru atuma ya nshi obi akateta o mamu hada because oyare na okọ ho a wo de do no manu a aba sinki prostitute no ama na si ay normal na afi ni pa no ato no enu ra baba bi ba me nchen no ba me nchen August oba ofitugo na bae ntene na nsa no frame say aba do no na do na wie na oba ma hwe no na so ndo mbra and oba no faid oba me adam hwe record faid oba no me testing in positive here 288 centimeter cube yes scania that's the unit a centimeter cube now 288 oba me testing now about 206 reduced by 82 centimeter cube which is very remarkable and I'm catching say a ohunu sanka or the hospital bia nko make some on surgery because boni be catch say omo ye ho hwenye because abofu ni waduro and a hospital sin near a single post and manage them kind tam so sin Electoral ni for na dem omo manage into me hwe na sama na do so nkonkonom na 206 ni kwa a very big post onkonum onsan konum onum wi ombrane test no o continue e bedu baby no e normalize na fina a hawni ya den na afiri ho ntinu sana enu ne edu a me de bo amanfo sesi a me ho yi ena ma me dam so nkum ye unique in the treatment of prostrate so obitimi nka mo nyansafo anitifo nka kase o papa we nisike ntina me ope na oti radio so an TV so okasa enye usika sem na meka no me sebra na baji ayahwe ma wankasa ho because bebie no obenya yahwe chen me ho ti a me kase nkofo se so otimi nka when 90% we what 90% 10% ni so why then butu 29 then aba oba onbeto my me a mistake in a bio.
Okay.
Me no man
no numbers no any location.
Yes. Me no man 0553 800 678
0553 800 678
when you come as in Fanamo way 0249 49 61 66 0249 49 61 66 and now when you Western region and Fanamo way 0246 04 34 58 0246 04 34 58 Mufa ofra wo we kuma sin first anom sa anom no am ofra ebonya mbo afri eho ena wonye wo ashaman manya obi ohwe eho amame kakra 0245 42 85 88 0245 42 85 88 me kan so se wo frɛ ho wo pese koto do hwɛ sɛ when you prostitute nya prostitute nkwa na mani padwun so tell make no nya no kwan so na ma symptoms make ho asam e mani ba bibi ti sɛ infection bituma ma adwun so pia na adwun sɛ de yɛ kan yɛ efensen diabetes bituma ama adwun so pi weak bladder bituma ama adwun so pi nti wo be kwa hwɛ sɛ ya testo a confirm sɛ wo prostitute and son why then akoto do me say I just me compromise the integrity of the medicine wo bia na wan koto when you post it na hawo na akoto be akoto be wi no so manu adu no ansam yare me ka say sometime ago ma me bi ni kun frɛ me say ni kun so pi na me do no koma no me do no ma no a be 1 week later ano ma me frɛ ebufo so na me kuna no adu ni sa junso na junso amsa onko sunu medu sa onko sunu medu sen e do no mi na no odwunso ana wo so onko sunu medu no nta wo dem busa ne se ne kunu diabetes ana so diabetes dem se so diabetes ana ya positive na manage so diabetes na manage so e ho na onu no buto ne yemu a settle case no there into say who koto do na hwe say ya test o a confirm so post-it na post-it there do bia no betumi asane ya de chema duro no into say obia pe was a condition on pe me kira kwan wo ba on beto me wo fifi prat last stop ewo yenya no kwan so baby de fifi prat last wo ba me ho a udu ka so a ka say wo pe yenya no station uko station ho a bi say wo pe fifi down taxi we taxi na ka kira ba so bi so abatampa wo si junction so abena nte be say 3 minutes no ba me nchen wo ba on beto positive de ya che kan ayasa obi anchen me nti sana mitumi aka nende esem time nso
aka 2 minutes
because we prepare aka timi my very good number 0244 I'm sorry 0538 no it's a mistake 0553 800 678
0553 800 678
and a Kumasi 0249 49 61 66 0249 49 61 66 and Western region 0246 04 34 58 0249 0246 04 34 58 and Ashaman in environs 0245 42 85 88 the American say positive dear they say Lena Mekan baby say African see ye nipa ehwe positive ade treya na manka ho enye complete.
Okay, afa made that say anope
what's that be no ma what's that be no ma
me no di nkomo bi fa ensa asesem bi ho wo East Legon muntie mo a endro a mo frɛ the police CID boss ma me for sia no pe me chia wo police headquarters before I remember how I make kasa no a lot of investigation might have gone into it. Na yedi aso atoto for mendra boys ni ko ho se wo mo koye adwuma mame emmo IGP dampare abaso enra by the timely intervention of the IGP boys e ko ho a wo mo koye adwuma wo mo started dege foundation ni nyina no IGP emma boys e ko stop e wo mo enti mame mo IGP dampare abaso yenim se mutie ana police ni yanka mo ho asem if what is happening no right yanka mo ho asem. I'm saying say there is a parcel of land that lie just close to the motorway sa baby asase ne da no ene sa asase no nipa wa ye the rightful owner no enye de wo ye say no enye on enye ne dia, and that must be stated clearly. When you first time baby sini General, your friend is Richie Papa, your friend is Anot Kwenu and Sasi, Yamiani Abran, Komu Jeffrey in some former CDS, so Jenny Penny, Nanka, your Jenny Sass in their friend in some. Oko a year brekusua, okay? And Crawford, what to Monsasi will brekusua, Womusio, what dining idea, Nan Crawford, the Patapani and your ding. You could 2 me be nanka womo deje sa stories ni nyina ye hu police fo na di air betting crofo a womo ye langas the police vehicles ekoko support womo so womo nye crofo nsase. I still have those evidence in archives egu ho ena de ne ye East Legon. I'm saying say mon country CID boss say me Kwame Appiah Kubi me say East Legon asase na eda hyiashi opposite the Accra Mall enra boys ne ko ho a ekoye adwuma no edru baby a police vehicles eko protect asase we no police for na ye omo ko ho no omo protect asase we for and on whose behalf. We are asking legitimate questions. So police for the question omo ko bo ban dia mahwan, and why is this a East Legon police station asase we eyo obi dia, okay, not the legitimate owner. For over 20 years, I want to hold the trust of this land. Ekra the documentation. Abba Munchain Eba Beye report say obi trespassing within the property. Basic na ya ka say East Legon Police Station 4 has refused to file an official complaint on behalf of the businessman. Edientia. Edienti amo refuse say papa ne ba mo beye case di amano. And what do you tell the businessman? Hey, ye ka endra ye call ye no we were there endra no pa after juma ye wa ha no we went back there endra ye ba na mo the boys na ba begu ho wamugu entrance ejina gallery apartment nanim wudu ho no ma yes yo ye juma how ntiase akọ police knowing very well so wamuko police a police ne nka hwe Woman say we call report to a police station na bibia no ebesi bibia no police for the beye dia fa ho enti boys no grow wings e what the confidence to tell the landowner say woman ye adwuma won tiase a won call police na a stretch of land wo claim say ye wo dia no e ba ne say na akosi asase ne finfin say ho na akotu foundation e ba ne say I'm saying say the police CID boss and crofo obo wudin say wo na wo hye saade na say Senya unso na wo shasia, I am telling you on authority. So people are using your name in perpetrating crime against your fellow citizens, for whom you own a mandate so be protecting woman at all costs. You work within an agency, more the mandate to enforce the law. Enti mu sisi obi a ensase yetena ho hwese mu sisi obi. Okay? Nipa kura wo claim say land wey ye ne dia wo na wo sie say wa frame meetings between the businessman and those people san crofo no court judgment ayekura asem wey court no kura wo mu ama they didn't show up in court. Okay, I am telling you many wo ka say ye cameras wo ho wa wo beba ho no mu bia ne ye be capture ade achi a ye be bo magana fo ho. You see me say ehunahuna any SCA ye debu nipa fast. We are not in a banana republic. Me as I see we family. I don't have any interest, but I'm saying that as so far as said nipa na sweaty abre edi ni sika ato na japadia ye na japadia ne de. Ye ma obi amfa kokota koni obi japadia mfiri ne nsem in this country. We are in a country ye de mrani nsese na de ye adwuma. Okay? Why is the Lands Commission not coming up for this land? Hey, we have things as evidence you do not know. You do not have an idea of it. And you many be a course or mine no airtime. Say, baby, a bedu be our non position or person utilizes our position no Why should we leave a country in that manner? Blocks na mudi kogu ho kwasi ada na asase de yodia sasase ne yawo dia I am pointing it to you for our documentation e chese asase ne yodia come and prove it ochina no pa me ba I will show you raw documentation any registration of title any bibia a kura businessman na e indicate say over 20 years wa kura asase we mu a obi ama hoda until recently from last week besi ne mama papa no nya BP mo pese mo ya to stroke e de ma asase wura na japade a wa bre e de ato you want to take it away from the man na ye omo kwa na omo krokratuo a very prime area like this akra mo achi ha asem na ye kan yo omo krokratuo ye no ya na the police patrol team na the dinkrofo achi anwea ne blocks kra mo di kogu ho kra na police fo ka ho bi ana sa de ni si ade so can't we have peace? By force is le gonkwa necessary wotina. Yay, by force. So we bank crime. Now we bra, now we be bra. As I say, is le gon assassin now we say crime one. By force. You see, we are telling you, brekusu. And so as the same sas here will brekusu and kraha. Yes, sas here ye kase ya mekai those days mekai. Police commander no war kwabenya. What you kuku anopa wabaya no bar studio. What you studio na woke kan kwasi asem sebe. Wabaya betna wo your video evidence tre no. No police officers the police patrol vehicles. The kokoye langas adwuma. Wo mudru ho ano mo tutu number plate of the police vehicles. Ye de tre ni we na bisa say Commander yemfa to air na Ghana fo hu ana. Was it there be yenka no back doors. Afei de yenka no back doors. Me say Isle Bondia na mwasha na mo yes and I have my evidence. I am only telling you sir na mo akwakofa na nya mo dia. So desist from it. No be enya na sumbi. If you push us further, we will come out. Clearly. Yay, on my way, why? Edian your purse is yes, Edian. Eh? Police, move back to me and stop it. Langas sema air course union. Interest in tea. Most stop it, woman, most stop it, boys, no interest in tea. CID boss, may catch no, within a mebo, mammy for tea. Senya one hour, yes, na people are using your name, and you must call the boys to order. Okay, you must call the boys to order. OBM make a counter claim to the lander. Let the person go to court. Let the person go and prove with proper documentation and title to indicate, say, as I said, it is not for the police administration to be aiding on people who are perpetrating crime.
Oh, prisons run about. Accra.
No, and then when the session why? Obi, we are just asking you, say, my boys, Ninya, one more. Why am I commander na police patrol team? Echo assassins. Why? Commander, everyone, whatever. Tell your boys to stop. Japo, the US. I mean, wishing the Honorable Sir a very big happy birthday. Honorable, happy birthday to you. That mean we say Reverend Abraham Ni Edu. Okay, a very big happy birthday. God bless you. We need a Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker. I'm highly grateful. I don't pay my min now. Yeah, no credit. Say ya can. Yan 27. So I did no cry. No cry. A black. A white. Sad yes. Sad here. And we will continue to protect the innocent people in this country. One more vulnerable. One more need come forward. You be kasa di amount.